I was just randomly thinking about times when people actually get bogged down in the vision or the things that they would like to do, and things become a bit hazy and not clear. What can you do in those moments? So it is times when you have to keep going. Like I think in my previous videos I mentioned how this great speech by Martin Luther King. It talks about how you should keep moving. If you can't walk, crawl. If you can't run, walk, and all of that. So I just thought, what are some of the things that you can do when you're in that zone? I talked before about having a default setting. So maybe when something happens, your default setting could be, if things are a bit unhazy, you can go for a walk or listen to music or listen to your favorite comedian or someone who is a motivational speaker or someone, so that in those moments, maybe a moment of inspiration or some creativity can come out of it from your thinking when you're trying to clear your mind. But also another clever way, depending on what your target or what your goal or what your vision is, you can think of, one that I thought for me is talk about something, but you can use themes, for example. So you can take something about the environment or TV or sport or nature or something. You can then pick something around that and talk about that. Or another way you can think of it is think of the alphabet, for example. So you can go from A to Z. So if you and that can actually give you 26 days of talking and thinking and discussing about things. Because if you go from A to Z, you say today is letter A. So what can you talk about which begins with A? So it could be the alphabet itself, or architecture, or the anything beginning with A, and then pick a subject in there and learn and talk about it. So at least whilst you're in this mid zone of things being unclear, or you're waiting for something to happen, or you can't do something because life is happening, at least you're still moving by feeding your mind or your imagination with something random, even, so it can be just ranting about anything and everything, because sometimes it's not always that you can have a mind that's clear, orderly, organized. Life will happen. So then you can take the next day the letter B. So it can be, you study biology or whatever it is beginning with B, and then C, D, E, F, and that can itself be like a challenge to you, because whilst you are in the midst of thinking about that, what to study about each letter, you're actually being creative because something is triggering in you. Okay, what about that business? It could be E, for example, which is engineering. You can learn about the great engineering ventures that have happened in the past, about the great revolution and all of that. Actually, that puts you into that zone. But you've got a method of actually putting yourself into that situation, and that is what helps you to at least keep moving whatever else is happening. Because when you're back to your focus and everything is clear that you're doing, you just carry on doing that. But your default setting could be, life has happened, I can't think of what to do, or how to proceed, or how to handle this thing. I am on letter S, for example. Then you learn about the sea or seasons or something. You study about that, because there's a lot of stuff out there. And as human beings, we can keep learning and growing, because we never arrive. So that is another great way of trying to get yourself out of any rut or any situation when you're bogged down. Develop a default setting. Use any systems like themes, like like I mentioned, nature, sport, or television, or news, or anything. Or use the alphabet. Pick a letter and use those, and learn all those specific areas for each letter until you get back to your situation. But by all means, you just need to keep going. So I hope that's been quite useful. Go out there, experience, learn, and grow. Until next time, cheerio.